Most NDIS providers know that AI is coming. They've heard it, they've read the articles, they've had the conversation. They know it's going to change the way this industry runs. What they don't know is where to actually start. But that's not their fault, because if you look at what's out there, the advice, the webinars, the LinkedIn posts, it's either too vague to be useful, or it's a software pitch dressed up as education. There's usually no map. Nobody's actually lived the journey. Camille DG here, veteran nurse and COO at SpecereShift, and someone who's spoken with hundreds of NDIS providers in the last couple of years, specifically about this, about where they are, what they're struggling with, and what the path forward actually looks like. And in this video, I'm going to give you that map. 4 stages. That's the AI journey for an NDIS provider business. No provider I've ever spoken with sits somewhere in these 4 stages. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one you're in and what the next move is. Let's go. But before I walk you through the stages, I want to explain why this matters, because here's what I see happening all the time. A provider hears about AI, they get excited. They go and try to implement everything at once, and then it doesn't work, or it feels overwhelming, or they buy something that isn't right for where they actually are. Then they conclude that AI isn't for them. And that conclusion, well, it's wrong. It's premature. AI transformation in a business, any business, and especially an NDIS provider business, doesn't happen in one step. It happens in different layers, And the mistake isn't trying to use AI. The mistake is trying to skip the stages. Every provider I've worked with who successfully made this shift has gone through all 4 stages. Not one of them jumped straight to stage 4. And the ones who tried to, well, they went backwards, spent more money, and probably got more frustrated. So understanding where you are in this journey isn't just interesting. It's actually what determines what you should be doing next. Here are the 4 stages. Stage 1. This is where most NDIS providers are right now. And if this is you, I want to hear this. There is nothing wrong with being at stage 1. It just means you haven't found the right path yet. Here's what stage 1 actually looks like. You're running your business largely manually. I'm talking the rostering is being done through spreadsheets, group chats, phone calls. Clients' documentation is a pile of paperwork or a folder of PDFs. Your admin workload is heavy and it's just growing. So every time you bring on a new participant or a new staff member, complexity just goes up. And so does your stress. You know, something has to change. You feel it every Monday morning. You feel it at the end of every exhausting week. But when people talk about AI or automation, it just feels too abstract, like far away, like something. It's just something for the bigger companies with bigger budgets. So that is stage 1, being problem aware. But you're still doing everything manually and quietly believing that it's just how the NDIS is. It's not. So stage 2 is where you've started doing something about it. So you've probably bought software, something like ShiftCare, MYP, Lumery, FlowLogic, something to just get organized. And it has helped. I'm not dismissing that at all. They're great. But if you're in stage 2, you know exactly what I mean when I say this. The tool helped, but it didn't fix the problem. You've still got someone managing the software. You're still doing manual inputs. You're still dealing with the same call outs, phone calls, texts, the same last minute changes, the same compliance anxiety. The tool moved the problem around. It didn't remove the problem. And here's the pattern I see in stage 2 providers. They think the answer is a better tool. So they trial something else, then something else after that. And each time there's a bit of improvement, but the fundamental problem, the reliance on human input, the reactive workflow, the operational drag, it's still there. Stage 2, honestly, it's a loop. And the only way out of this is to stop upgrading to the same category of tool and just go to a different tool entirely. This is the exciting part. Stage 3 is where it's totally different. And this is where, so you've probably introduced AI to specific parts of your organization. Maybe it's the rostering, maybe it's how you handle the shift changes, the communication, maybe it's how you process documents and compliance records. And for the first time, you've felt what it's actually like to have something genuinely handled and not just organized, not just filed away, but handled without you having to do it. And that feeling, well, it can change everything, because once you've felt it in one area, you start looking at every other part of your organization differently. You just start asking, well, what else can I hand over to AI? Stage 3 providers are the most energized people I talk to, because we love AI, because they can see it now. They've got the proof of concept in their own business. They know the potential is real. But stage 3 can be quite patchy. AI in rostering, manual in everything else. Starting to see what's possible, but not yet operating as a genuinely AI-powered organization. Stage 4 is what the whole journey is building towards. So at stage 4, AI is running your operational backend. String is handled, the compliance documentation is handled, the timesheet review, shift communications, the claims preparation, all handled. Your system is doing the work that used to consume your week. And here's what actually how it actually is in practice. Your team is smaller than you'd expect for your revenue. Your margins are stronger than your competitors at the same damn scale. And you, the owner, you're working on the business, not in it, not managing the chaos. You're actually building something. Stage 4 isn't a fantasy. I've seen it, and we've helped build that life for other providers. And that's what SpecereShift is designed to get people to do. But it doesn't happen overnight. This happens stage by stage, step by step. So how do you know which stage you're actually in? Here's a simple check. If your biggest operational problem right now is that everything is still manual and you're drowning, you're in stage 1. And if you've got software, but you're still constantly firefighting, still relying on an admin to make the system work, that is stage 2. Now, if you've already started using AI in parts of your business and you're starting to feel the difference, but it's patchy, inconsistent, you're at stage 3. And if your operations mostly run without you having to be in every decision, every call out, every compliance check, you're in stage 4. So most people watching this are usually in stage 1 or stage 2. That is just the reality of where the NDIS sector is right now. And I want you to know that's fine. You're watching this. That already puts you ahead of the majority. Here's where I want to be honest with you about something. The reason most providers don't move through these stages isn't because they're not smart enough or not working hard enough. It's just because they don't know what stage. They don't know what stage 3 actually looks like for their specific business. And that's exactly what we do with the free trial. We don't just give you access to SpecereShift and see you later, wish you luck. We actually get you on the phone, on Zoom. We look at where you're at. We walk you through what moving to the next stage actually looks like for your operation, your team, your participants. And if you're at stage 1 or stage 2, that conversation alone is going to change how you see your business. So copy the link in the description, paste it in your browser, and see if you guys qualify for the 14-day free trial. We provide full human support, and I want to see you guys get to stage 4. I'm not going to leave you to figure out this map on your own. Also, drop a comment below and tell me, which stage do you think you're at right now? I read every comment. And if you know another provider who's stuck in this stage 2 loop, or they're at stage 1, send this to them. It might genuinely be the most useful video they watch this year for their business. Anyway, till the next video, guys. See you later.